Good evening. In the series of achieving sustainable development goals and going to moon, Mars and beyond, we are at the goal 17. It talks about partnership among all the humans for human cause and strengthening the process of implementation of sustainable development goals. Then what are the hurdles here? Official development assistance ODA and by GNA, that is gross national income. This is the ratio. It is a gold standard. It has reached 161 billion in 2020, but it is still 0.32% of GNI, and it should be 1%, but 0.7% short of that. So 161 billion we have reached, it should be more than 350 billion. First problem. Second, remittance reached USD 540 billion in 2020 in low and middle income countries. It went down 2% since 2019. Third, in pandemic 3.7 billion people didn't have connectivity. Huge investment is required. FDI decreased by 40%. It was 1.5 trillion in 2019, but it has become 1 trillion now. 63% countries don't have enough funds to face challenges faced by pandemic, and my suggestion is, in place of manufacturing W&D weapons of mass destruction and so many weapons, invest over here please. Now targets and indicators. Target 17.1, it talks about domestically making economy strong, collecting taxes and generating more revenue. So indicator is also same. Total government revenue generated by GDP and proportion of domestic budget funded by domestic taxes. Target 17.2 with official development assistance ODA by GNI, that ratio is there. So as per the OECD, just go and see how much is ODA by GNI going to the developed nation, least developed nations, developing countries and least developed countries. Please go and see. Target 17.3, mobilizing additional financial resources for developing countries from multiple sources, maybe FDI, South-South, North-North, triangular, North-South cooperation, whatever it may be. And indicator remittances in USD per GDP. Target 17.4, avoiding, reducing, relieving the poor countries from the debt trap by taking appropriate measures. Indicator 17.4.1, debt service as a promotion of export of goods and services. Some countries try to trap poor countries. That has to be avoided. Target 17.5, adopt and implement investment proportion regimes for least developed countries. So some countries have, special economic zones. In fact, 39 out of 48 countries in LCD, they have the investment promotion agencies since 2014, in fact. Target 17.6, enhancing North-South, that cooperation that already I said. Indicators 17.6.1, fixed internet broadband subscription per 100 inhabitants by speed. Why? Because this cooperation is done for enhancing science and technology and knowledge sharing. Agreement as per the UN Charter. Target 17.7, promoting the development of transfer or dissemination of environmentally sound technologies in again LCDs and all these. The indicator 17.7.1, total amount of funding, transfer, development, dissemination and diffusion of technology for this purpose. Target 17.8, keeping technology development at full speed, ICD. So indicator 17.8.1, proportion of individuals using internet in each country. Target 17.9, for implementing all the sustainable development goals, capacity building is required. So cooperation is required among developing nations and developed nations as per UN support system. South-South, North-South, triangular, already we discussed. Indicator 17.9.1, dollar value of financial and technical assistance committed to the developing countries via above mentioned mechanism. Target 17.10, promoting rules and regulations based legal and equitable multilateral trading system to bring all nations at par under WTO via conclusions and negotiations as per the Doha Development Agenda. Now, indicator 17.10.1 worldwide weighted tariff average. Target 17.11 significantly increase export from developing nations and doubling the export of least developed countries by 2030. Again, developing countries export upon total global export, LDC export upon total global export. That is those are the indicators 17.11.1. Target 17.12 LCD and developing countries should have least barriers. So indicator weighted average, indicator 17.12.1 weighted average tariff faced by LCD and SIDS means small island developing state and developing countries. Target 17.13 enhancing global macroeconomic stability via policy coordination, policy coherence. And indicator is macroeconomic dashboard. One of the example of macroeconomic dashboard is job macroeconomic dashboard. Go to World Bank website and see how in each sector how many jobs are generated and investment is there. All these things are there. Target 17.14 enhance policy coherence for sustainable development. Indicator 17.14.1 number of countries with mechanism in place to enhance policy coherence for sustainable development. National policy and United Nations sustainable development policy, they should align, they should go hand in hand. Then we can even achieve the going to moon, Mars and beyond. Target 17.15 poverty reduction and sustainable development and establishing multi-stakeholder partnership. Indicator 17.15.1 extent of use of country owned results framework and planning tools by providers of development and cooperation. Already I have told that. Target 17.16 enhancing global partnership for sustainable development complemented by multi-stakeholder partnership that mobilize the share of knowledge, financial resources, technologies and expertise. Indicator number of countries out of 193 countries adopting this multi-stakeholder development effectiveness monitoring framework, and that is supported by UN. Target 17.17 for infrastructure development, encouraging and promoting partnership among public-private, civil society, even individuals by using partnership data, expertise by keeping track on the work by monitoring and accountability. Now indicator is amount in USD committed for public-private infrastructure partnership project. Target 17.18 where we stand in SDG. So we need data collection. LCD, SIDC need a capacity building support to collect high quality data, reliable and timely data on income, gender, age, race, ethnicity, migration status, disability, then geographical location, other characteristics which are relevant for the nation. Okay. Indicator 17.18.1 statistical capacity indicator of SDG monitoring. So fundamental principles of official statistics in the number of countries is the indicator of 17.18.2. Indicator 17.18.3 is number of countries that have national statistical plan and have been implemented with proper funding, and what is the source of funding. Target 17.19 by 2030 build on the prior work and develop measurement of SDG that complement the GDP and support statistical capacity building in developing countries. Now indicator 17.19.1 is dollar value spent on this capacity building. Indicator 17.19.2 proportion of countries that have following record registered on time. First is 100% births, 80% deaths, have conducted population census in last 10 years and have conducted housing census in last 10 years. So these are the 17 goals, and I believe by achieving this we can become the ideals for future generation. So सर्वेपि सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखम् आपनुयात् is my prayer to the God, so that all human become living forever over here and in many dimensions. If you have any suggestion, you are welcome. Thank you very much for so much cooperation and listening to me. I hope Mother Earth keeps us here forever. A lot of things have been quoted in Mobility of Engineers in the Interstellar Era that I published in 2006. Thank you very much.